One of the main beneficial reasons for making use of a bond originator when applying for your home loan, it's not only because of the interest rate that we secure, it's also because when it comes to valuations with each particular bank, they have different ways of assessing the property. Some banks conduct a desktop valuation where they look at just a comparable sales record within the area with certain sized properties, and then they determine, the valuation outcome. Some banks, however, take a more conservative approach where they will go out to the property, physically assess it, measure it out, and do quite an in-depth physical investigation on the property. And what that sometimes means is that some sellers actually do some renovations or extensions to the property, and some of the times there are no plans or municipal approved plans that were in place at the time of doing the renos. And so what we find is that some of the banks that do these conservative physical assessments, they would add a condition to your approval that all the funds that they have approved for your home loan will now be retained and only paid out upon submission of an approved municipal plan. Now, what this means is it could slow down the seller's process, and they would then look at alternative buyers, maybe cash buyers that do not require, a prerequisite of an approved municipal plan. Whereas, now you're stuck with one particular bank that went the conservative route and is now demanding approved plans. Whereas some of the other banks have done a desktop valuation, and because sometimes these renovations are quite minor in comparison to the totality of the property involved that you're purchasing, they are happy to just override that request for plans and approve the bond. So that's why it's so important to make use of a bond originator, because the options are open for you there to decide on which offer works best.